We are nearly done with the Tetris game. The last major part of the game that we have to cover is going to be a speed up. Basically, when the level increases or the player presses down, we want to increase the speed of the down movement of the tetrominos. Since we already have all of the basics, this shouldn't be too difficult. So here we are back in the code editor, and I want to work inside of game.py. More specifically, in the game class. And once again, let me minimize all of the methods. I want to start inside of the down_init method. At the moment, the down speed is determined by this timer, which has an update start speed, which we are setting in the settings, and the value at the moment is 200. Possibly a bit much for the start of the game, but that we can adjust later on. Although this I don't want to use right away. Instead, I want to create a separate attribute. Let's call it down speed, which is going to be the update start speed. And then this value we are using for the timer. That's not going to make much of a difference for now. However, what we can also do is create another attribute. Let's call it down speed faster. The value of this one is simply going to be self.downSpeed multiplied by, let's say, 0.3. This attribute we are going to use when the player is holding the down key. And for that, I want to work inside of input. I want to add another section in there, which is going to be, let's call it down speed up. Or I guess down speed up is a bit more logical. Now for this one, we have to add a bit more logic. If the player is pressing the down arrow on the keyboard, then we want to increase the speed. We basically want to change the timer duration of this timer to use the down speed faster. And then once the player is releasing the key, then we want to use the normal timer again. So first of all, we have to check if the button is being pressed or released. But that we can't do right now. This logic, keys.pygame key up, only checks if the button is pressed or not. It is not going to tell us if the button is being pressed or released. But we can add a bit of logic to make all of this work. It's really not difficult. First of all, we have to create one more attribute. And let's do it right there. I have called this one self.downRest. By default, it is going to be false. And then inside of the input method, I want to add two if statements. The first one is going to check if not self.downRest and keys with pygame.k_down, meaning if we are currently not pressing the down key and then we are pressing the down arrow. If that is the case, I want to set self.downPressed to true. That way, all of this will only trigger once. Once we are pressing it, downPressed will be true. So this if statement is not going to trigger anymore, and the entire statement will not run. The outcome of all of this would be that we are pressing down. After that, we can create a second if statement, and this one is going to check if we are currently pressing the down key. So down pressed. After that, we are also going to check this condition, if the player is actually pressing the down key button. But for this, we want to check if this is not the case. Which basically means that in this current frame, have we previously held down the down key, and are we currently not doing that? If that is the case, I want to set self.downPressed to false. And once again, the outcome of all of this is going to be that we are releasing the down key. Let's try all of that. If I now run main.py, I can press down, we're pressing down, and if I release it, we are releasing it. This is working perfectly fine. With that, we're checking if a button was pressed or released. And once we have that, we can simply update the timers. So I want to update the timer with vertical move. In there, I simply want to update the duration to self.downspeed faster. All of this I can duplicate then, because once we are releasing the down key, I want to set the duration back to, I think I called this down speed. And with that, we are done. If I now run main.py, if I now press down, the tetrominos are moving much faster down, and if I release the button, they're going back to their normal speed. So this is working really good, and I'm very happy with that. And that makes the entire game much more pleasant to work with. The scoring also still works, so if I could play Tetris, this would be a really nice experience. But anyway, this would be the first part to speed up the game. Next up, we also want to speed up the game if the score increases. Or rather, when the level increases, so this if statement triggers, then we also want to increase the speed. This part is going to be your exercise. Basically, what you guys should be doing is when the level increases, then down speed should decrease. In my case, I have set the down speed to 75% of the previous duration. Although you can play with the numbers quite a bit. On top of that, don't forget to also increase down speed faster. That should all be fairly straightforward. Pause the video now and try to figure this one out. We want to update self.downspeed. The value for this one should be 75% of the previous value, which means we can simply multiply this value with 0.75. Besides that, we also have to update self.downspeed faster. This one, once again, is going to be 30% of the original duration. So we can copy the line and then we are basically done. Finally, I also want to update the timer. So self.timers with the vertical move is going to get a new duration, which will be self.downspeed. That is pretty much it. So let's try. To test all of this, I have to play for a while. So let me speed up all of this. All right, there we are going to cross 10 lines, and now we're on level 2, and this is increasing in speed quite a bit. Also, if I now press down, the pieces fall really fast. So all of that is working perfectly fine. Nice. And that covers most of the game. All we have to do now is add some sounds, and then we are done. Let's do that in the final video.